Ultrazilla, and today I have a review of the Revoltech Amazing Yamaguchi Carnage. Alright, my Zillions, inspired equally by, doing these guys, and my son's interest in Venom and Carnage lately. I finally decided, let me just bang out this Carnage review, and bang out is not going to be easy because there's so many things. And that said, this is not obviously not a new figure, but I've honestly kept it in box most of this time because I wanted to review it, and I just didn't want all these things to get lost, which I think maybe a couple things did. I don't know. So this is going to be a little bit different, I think. I'm going to start out with all the basics of the basic figure that you see here, and then we're just going to play around with all the extras, and I'll just, show you them as we go. I think it'll be a little bit more, I don't know, different, at least for me. Starting out with the proportions on this guy, it's okay. The Amazing Yamaguchi stuff is all weird, so, especially some of these more older figures. I haven't gotten any of the newer stuff because I'm just kind of out on this line. Been out for quite a while. I do have one more left. I've never opened, and that was Magneto. That was the last one I got. I'm not going to be doing it back to back with this, but at some point you're going to see it here because I am focusing a large part of my efforts in doing my backlog now. More so than ever before. I just have too much stuff here, and it's got to be reviewed. On this guy, his mouth moves a little bit, but I think it's just like the back of the head, the way that joint moves. It's kind of weird. And then you do have, and you got to be careful with this guy. He's got a lot of spikies. You can move this top part, and there's a Revoltech joint in there, double Revoltech joint. The neck moves like that. Then obviously you have the Revoltech joints in here. Again, they've gone away from a lot of use of these, so this is almost like a throwback at this point. So you got a double here going on. It moves pretty well. And then you got another joint within there. And then up here, he moves. And at the waist as well. He still has some plastic in him. Wow. Crazy. The elbows have really big joints. Works pretty well, as you can see. Wrist is good. Now the leg joints cannot move great at the hip, and that's unfortunate. Not going out much at all, and you'd want that for a Carnage figure, I think. Then he rotates in there. The knee, double joints at the Revoltech joint. Can move his leg around here, kind of a boot cut type of deal. And another Revoltech joint here, and actually a regular hinge there. So you do have a lot of articulation, it's just the hip joints are tight and not good for this figure. The overall look, it's funny because I skipped out on the Marvel Legends more recent Carnage because I was like, oh, I got this guy. So now that I look at him, and again, my son's been looking at a lot of Carnage stuff and Venom stuff, just images and stuff of the comics. I do want a more comic Carnage. There is the Mafex coming out, but I don't know if I'm getting it. I really don't. I canceled my pre-order, and like I said before, trying to focus more on the stuff that's here rather than bringing in a ton of new stuff. Yeah, you'll probably be hearing me talk about that stuff more as we go on. But this guy, his face is okay. It's not so bad. Yeah, the teeth are in black. The eyes are done in white. They look pretty good. He's got these things back here, which I don't dig. I kind of get what's going on here. The symbiote kind of forming, I don't know, like a crown of some sort. The body's pretty good. It's very sinewy. And the black is strewn throughout. It's not bad. It's got a little bit of a wash over the red as well, and that looks pretty good. I do like this hand here. I think he just came with fist hand before fist hands, but I put on this, I guess, at some point when I was looking at it, and this is a really nice hand, so very, very cool. I mean, again, these figures don't do well standing in the A stance. They don't look very good. The musculature looks a little bit odd, I gotta say. And of course, you know, all these joints don't look great just standing there. In the back, you can see all this kind of juts out, and that's pretty cool. I don't have a problem with any of that. And the black does look good. It's gooey looking, it's venomy, symbiote. So yeah, it's not so bad. The rest of it just kind of looks like muscle, right? You know? So it is not bad. It looks decent overall, but I feel like, you know, the more I look at this guy, the more I'm like, man, I think I need a regular, very plain Jane Carnage. Maybe I can still get the Marvel Legends. I gotta find out. And here is an all-in-one size comparison with a bunch of symbiotes you might know. Mostly Venom. Yeah, I don't have any other Carnages. And not much else otherwise. But yeah, you can see the Revoltech, he scales pretty well with most of the figures, I would say. With the Marvel Legends, and the Mafex is a little small in my opinion, which is the Venom right next to him. I still love the Revoltech Venom. I know a lot of people didn't like that figure, but I love it. There's the Marvel Legends that I never got to review. Maybe if I get Carnage, I'll review them together, but here you go. And that all out of the way, now we can take a look at the accessories. Now, one of the things I think I might have lost is a stand. I see this like stand adapter here, and there is a section for a stand in the packaging, but I don't see it. It's probably a regular Revoltech stand. It's not really important. You get some extra stuff here. These are for some joint stuff, some extra joints. Then we got some extra eyes here. You know, none of them are too crazy from the other one, so I'm not going to remove them. You would take them out from there. I guess you use, you know, the tool and pry it out. There's another tool here as well. Or, again, just looking at this stuff, which is cool. This is actually really useful. And then you got so many different joints that you can use, and he's got a lot of holes in them, and you could just pop stuff on. They all look really cool. I really do dig them. You know, they look the part. I just didn't even bother. Here's another one. You can maybe pop that in here. Or maybe in his arm. You know, wherever you want. So many of these things. All these tendrils. Just got to get them in the right angles. We'll look at the tendrils first. They're pretty much, you know, very similar to each other. You got some of the smaller ones. Guess these are good for the arms here. You could just make them as crazy, you know, as you want. Here's another one. I don't even see where, but here's a smaller one. And they're all cool. They have like a nice black wash over them. Another one right there. Another small one. That's a weapon. I just want to go through all this stuff. Very cool. Tendrils. So many tendrils. Get that one in there. One right here. Or maybe not. Again, you got to put them in at the right angles. Or else they're just not gonna go. So he's looking pretty crazy already. You can put some in the back of his leg, why not? And oh, that one fell down. I do like this little small one for the leg here. There we go. Any more tendrils? More tendrils. Hey! Oh, tendrils fallen. Which one is this one? This one will go right here. Or not. And then you got some connectors, some adapters here. So you can make things a little bit longer if you want. You could stick this side into something, and then you could stick plenty of weaponry here. So 2 of those. And then let's take a look at the hands. Got an outsplayed hand here. We got the other fist hand there. The other one of these here, which I really, really like. I really like this like claw here. Another open hand here, and this has now this is cool, yeah. So this has like a little hole in there, and you could stick stuff in that as well. Let's see, maybe I could get this one in there. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe it's one of these like smaller ones. Yeah, you could do something like that, which is cool. Dig that. And then you got so many different weapons. This one is like really messed up. I don't know if that got messed up along the way, but here's one of his weapon hands. This is like a straight like spike, another straight spike. They all look really good. They all have the little black wash. This is crazy. Again, instead with this is would not be pretty. And you can just like replace the hand with this if you want, although you'd want to take out the entire thing there. Lots of options. Here's a more axe type one, which is very, very cool. More like bladed type things. These I think I would probably just like stick on the sides or something. Here's another one of these. Another axe deal. And another like cleaver deal. So very, very cool. I think you definitely want to pull this stuff out. What's this one? I have no idea what this one is, but some sort of an adapter as well, where you could stick more things into. So I would assume maybe something for his back there, you know, I don't know. It could go anywhere. It could go in his hand, whatever you want. That's the thing with this. There's so many options to play around with, so many weapons, but you definitely like want to use that kind of wrench looking thing to pull out, let's say like the hand joints. I think that would be your best bet. Try to pry it out, you know, like so. You don't want to bust any of these things. You know, I'm not even gonna try. Oh, wait. I think I might. No. I would definitely have to do that off camera. Not at the right angle. But, you know, be careful with the joints. I did just recently break a Revoltech joint just by taking out some of this plastic. So, on an Evangelion figure. And, yeah. I mean, it was replaced and now it was all good. But it's not fun that it happened. So do be careful if you have this and you want to pull things out like I was just trying to do. But I do just like him all like this. So there you go. That is, I believe, everything. Like I said, there is a stand, but we don't have it here. But that is a lot of options for Carnage. And that, my friends, is what makes it a pretty cool set for sure. And my final thoughts, well, I don't love the overall aesthetic of the actual figure. The articulation's a little bit weirder than, like, say, a normal Revoltech. I gotta say, you know, all the options you could have with this guy, all the little things with all the different accessories. And I hope you dug my accessory section this time. More of a little play for myself, just to make it a little more fun because this is an older figure. This makes the review feel a little bit different. And I had a good time, so really that's all that matters. It does make this figure worth it and worth having. It's very, very interesting. I no longer have the Spider-Man from Revoltech, so it's just him and Venom, which is interesting. I did send over Spider-Man to my pal Steven from Steven's Toy Reviews. Hope he digs it. And as far as this guy, yeah, this is fun. If you can still get it, why not? You know, if you dig it, if you dig the aesthetic, I say, why not? That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts below. If you could please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Buy me a coffee on Coffee if you dig what I do. Become a Zillion today. But honestly, guys, the thumbs up is the most important part, all right? Help the channel out. Give the videos a thumbs up if you dug what you saw. Nothing helps my channel more than a good old-fashioned thumbs up. Alright guys, till next time, peace out peeps.